IBC Music Community, Nathan Mill Down Under here for a contest response. Now this contest is a brand new contest just put up today, and that is by, see that, Dan's Vinyl channel. Dan's just celebrated his 100 subscribers, and which is absolutely amazing. Hasn't been in the VC very long at all. Dan shows a lot of hard rock, heavy metal, especially the 80s stuff, and also some pop music as well. Big fan of the 80s, and he has an amazing channel voice. He should really be in a radio. He's a real radio broadcaster's style of voice. So he's really easy to hear and shows some pretty awesome stuff. So I thought I'd jump on and give him a shout out in this video, as well as doing a contest response. Now what he was asking, really awesome question, was it had to do with changes, whether it's a change in a band's lineup, change in your personal music listening, also like change in this like name of the band or name of a song. That kind of thing. And he asked for three to five album picks. So I thought I'd jump in there. Now the first one I've got is musically a change of style for myself. And when I first started listening to music, it was mainly through the stuff my older sister, had been listening to, and that was basically going along the lines of the Bangles, which I still enjoy today, and you also had bands like a-ha, great songs on these albums, and then one of my favourites from back then would have been Tiffany, and I still like Tiffany, and I absolutely love her new version of one of her songs, which is this, I should know it. I think We're Alone Now. She's just done a new version of 2019 updated version of that, and I really dig that. But yeah, I went in a different direction from there, and a bit of a change, and I got into the hard rock and heavy metal, and as shown before in the video, this is the first ever album I owned. Yes, so that's my change in musical style from the pop music from my sister, and I went into the sort of like glam hard rock area, and I never looked back. So there's my first change. And the second album I'm going to show is also changing styles. Once the grunge scene came in, which I was not into one little bit in the early 90s, I changed styles from this kind of music, like the Def Leppard, the White Lions, that kind of thing, and I moved into the heavier music. And first of all was the thrash, and I'll show Death Angel as a record for that genre of music. And as well as the thrash, I also got into the death metal. So this is Death Symbolic, great band, great album from Death. But my favourite band of the 90s, change-wise, going from the hair metal, was this band here, and that was Biohazard, New York hardcore. Absolutely loved New York hardcore. Once I left the hair metal, that's one of the main things I went into. The Biohazards, the Agnostic Fronts, Dog Eat Dog, Life of Agony, Madball, that kind of stuff. But Biohazard is where I changed my listening style to after the hair metal. So it's their first album, and then their second album, Urban Discipline. That one there was just self-titled. And then my favourite album by Biohazard, still to this day, and this was actually the first one I actually heard. Absolutely fell in love with it, and I went back in their catalogue, and that's State of the World Address. This one came out in 93, I think, 93, 94. Yeah, but fantastic album. New York hardcore, a bit lighter than a lot of the bands, but yeah, it's really good stuff. And then after that, not quite as good, but Metaleo, that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, but that's what my change went to, and then it continued on that style, death metal, thrash metal, and New York hardcore for basically all the 90s. So that's my first two, even though I've showed a few more albums in it. That's basically my changes. Next thing I'm going to go with is a change in a band's lineup. Also a slight change in style of music as well. Now that band, where's the CD? As you might have seen it then, Guns N' Roses, and this is Use Illusion and Use Illusion 2. Now with this, they went from style of Appetite and GNR Lies, both fantastic hard rock, sleazy hard rock albums, and then they went in a slightly different style, just towards more general hard rock, but they also lost a band member, which is my favourite band member, and that was Steven Adler, the drummer, due to drug problems. I think maybe a bit of alcohol as well with their drug problems. They kicked him out of the band, and then soon after these albums were released, I believe Izzy Stradlin, the second guitarist, the rhythm guitarist, left the band as well, which is, I loved his guitaring as well. But they also the keyboardist joined the band on these two albums, which to me, yeah, didn't really fit, especially with the older style. So for me there was quite a big change. I really do enjoy these albums, but there is a lot of filler on them, and I'm not a huge fan of the piano and the keyboard. But yeah, that's the change. They lost some band members, and they went a slightly different direction with their sound and brought keyboards into the music. So that's Guns N' Roses, and Use Illusion 1 and Use Illusion 2. And then the last two, I'm going to pick songs on an album which symbolise change. The first one to show is the Electric Boys, Funky Metal, Carpet Ride. This album came out in 1990, and on here there's a song called The Change. Might be able to see it. Keep it clear. The Change, right there. So yep, that's my first one. Great album this. Great album. 88, 89, what did I say? I'm sorry, 1990. And then the last one of my favourite metal albums of all time. It's definitely in my top 10 or hard rock albums, and that is Motley Crue and Dr. Feelgood from 1989. And this album has the last song on the album, Time for Change, which is it's like a slower ballad song, but really upbeat ballad, and I really have always digged that song ever since I heard it. So that's my response, Dan. I hope it's all good. Once again, congratulations on the 100 subs, well deserved. I'll leave a link to you guys in the channel if you aren't subscribed to him. Get him up in the subscriber count. Get him above me, because he deserves a lot more than I do. So I am going to say bye. Thanks guys for watching, and I will catch you guys later in my next video. Bye. There's one thing I forgot to say, what was playing in the background. I have a habit of doing it lately, and that is the band Tourniquet. Psycho Surgery from '91, great thrash metal, speed metal. I think their class is in Christian thrash, but yeah, I really dig this album. The only one I have by them. It's the only album I've ever heard by them. I managed to pick this up really cheap, and I really dig it. So that's what's playing in the background, or been playing in the background, and I will see you guys. Bye.